Hi everyone, my name is Marcia Morris. I am the coordinator for the Caring Campus Community here at Plymouth State University, and I would like to invite you to join me on a journey of mindfulness training with horses. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. I have a short story that I'll tell you. As many of you know, I am a woman in long-term recovery, which means for me that I have not had a drink or a drug since August 15th, 1988. That's a little over 3 decades of continuous abstinent sobriety. And I like to tell people that, not to brag, but to say, look, if I can do that, it can be done, and you can do that if that should be something that you would want to do. My journey in sobriety has taken me many really interesting places. It has not only restored my physical and mental health, but also deepened my spiritual life and the connectivity that I feel for other people, for nature, and, most relevant, to animals. And in recent years, I have embarked on a new chapter, which is part of recovery means, recovering the things that you lost in your past, in your childhood, to trauma, to your diseases, to stress, to everyday life and the demands of making a living. And at some point, 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was about, I decided that my childhood dream of owning horses was important enough that I would pursue it actively. And I began at a place called Abenaki Stables in Campton, up the road from Plymouth State University. And what I found there has transformed my life. And I would like to share it with you. And I would like to invite you to join me on deepening what I am learning as I go along, because it's an endless journey. So 3-4 years ago, I started taking lessons from Lori Shea at Abenaki Stables, and she began to teach me about horses, not the mechanics of riding so much, although that's obviously of interest, but something deeper and that has changed my life more, and that is the relationship we have with the animal, understanding the horse. And what I found was the horse has become a really important teacher for me. So I would like to show you how that worked and invite you to join me in learning more about our relationship with these incredibly majestic domestic animals. I consider horses to be kind of an intermediary species, They're not wild in nature, they're domesticated. We have domesticated them, but they're not us. They are very, very different from us in ways that I never understood before, but in ways which are absolutely fascinating. And in many ways, I believe that horses have superpowers. In other words, they have powers that we don't have. They have perceptions that we don't have. They share a certain knowledge that we don't have. And most importantly, for healing, they have a deep ability to understand our emotions, our emotional states, and to regulate with that. And there's an interaction that comes from an intimate relationship with an animal that is this sensitive, this big, this powerful, but this sensitive. So I hope you enjoy these series of segments that we are going to devote to mindfulness training with horses. Mindfulness means, for me, being present in the moment, being aware of one's surroundings. All of our senses are activated, and there is a sense of greater communion with our surroundings. That is a really essential place to be when you're trying to accomplish anything with a horse. If you come to a horse nervous, if you come to a horse agitated or excited, that animal's going to mirror where you're at. So when I begin to spend time with my horses, the very first thing that I do is breathe deeply. And I might spend, moments of silence just standing with the horse. And one of the most important, valuable lessons that mindfulness with horses has taught me is patience. Patience. You just stop, breathe, wait. Very, very important, deeply important spiritual lesson. So join us, and I will see you at the end of this video. Thank you.